And there you go. Advantage to Darren Hagen at the drop of the green flag as they come up to speed over 100 miles an hour. It is Darren Hagen on the outside. And look at his teammate, Brian Clausen, in the black number 67, going with him on the high side.
Brian Clausen, 17 years old, first ever time here at Salem. Now, the Keith Kunz Motorsports team did test here, but race conditions are a lot different than testing here. Look at that. Keith Kunz 1-2 right now with Hagen and Brian Clausen.
Steele takes a look to the inside and gets by. Do we have a change in position? Yes. Second place now belongs to Dave Steele.
And it looks like trouble for Darren Hagen. Couldn't quite tell the two Keith Kunz Motorsports cars apart, but Hagen was slow in the backstretch. Now very slow entering turn number 1. Tough break for the 71 car. But race right now for the lead is Dave Steele on the back bumper of Brian Clausen, trying to size up the youngster down in turn 2.
As Brian Clausen continues to lead this event, I am impressed solely by the fact that outside of a brief testing period about a week ago, this is Brian's first visit ever behind the wheel of a race car to this old monster, this old lady known as the Salem Speedway.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty rough. And like I said, those guys bouncing around, the car gets up there on the gas and the rear end wants to jump out from them. But, you know, like you said, they know their way around here. Dave Steele really knows his way around as he'll try the inside of Clausen off turn 2. Can't quite make the pass.
And Clausen just keeps his foot buried in that bullet midget out of the Keith Kunz Motorsports stable and lengthens his advantage to about 2 car lengths.
Well, we don't know if Brian Clausen is putting it down all the way around. He knows he has a couple car length advantage over Dave Steele. Probably doesn't really hear the 91 car on his back bumper, so you can see him right now maybe decide, well, hey, got a few laps, I need to get out of here, and he's starting to pull away as the white flag comes out, 1 lap to go.
Less than a half mile to stardom for 17-year-old Brian Clausen, driving as part of Target Chip Ganassi's vast stable of drivers in IndyCar, Nextel Cup, and in USAC. As he comes across the stripe, the teenager will do it. And Brian Clausen hopes to join some pretty elite company. Just Jeff Gordon, Pancho Carter, and Dave Steele have ever scored the sweep in an O'Connor Memorial here at Salem. So the challenge has been set forth. Can the teenager, age 17, join that elite group of drivers? Field down. Green is out and on the brake. It's Hagen into the lead, but look at this battle for second spot.
Ron Gregory into second. Clausen tries the inside. The 69 Hoffman Auto Racing entry of Tracy Hines now into third, but same book, new chapter for Darren Hagen as he led early in the midget event, out front now in the sprint cars. Very upset.
Oh, look, up on the high side, problems with Ron Gregory. Gregory gets into the wall out of turn number 3 as we see it from the onboard with Brian Clausen. What a tough break as the caution comes out for the former pole sitter Ron Gregory. All evening, Brian Clausen, and then look at Hagen. He just had a major crash and kept it off the wall.
He did a great job right there off turn 2, but Tracy Hines won this race back in 2001, of course, in that world-famous Kroger Tide, Bounty Pringles, Mopar-powered Hoffman Auto Racing entries. The battle heats up for the 3. Now Clausen on his back bumper as they race down in turn 3.
And Clausen having to battle with the handles on his car as well.
Darren Hagen now behind the 63 of Rex Norris to put him a lap down, so lap cars could come into play as Hines one more time tries to the inside of the 71. Here comes Brian Clausen.
Oh, Clausen tries the inside, almost loses it there, loses a couple of spots at over 100 miles an hour. How did Brian Clausen hold on to that car? Here comes Tracy Hines going downstairs, challenging what seems to be a wounded Darren Hagen, number 71.
Yeah, and this racing in front of him is allowing Clausen to reel him in, as well as the 21 of Levi Jones, as Tracy Hines again tries to the inside of Darren Hagen. We could see 3 wide here down the backstretch.
Draws a bead there, hub to hub. Remember, it's open wheel. Down on the outside comes Clausen. Clausen uses his teammates' move to get by and take over that second position. It is now Clausen in second. Hines drops back to third, but not for long. Problems. Oh, problems with the 71. Just slows right up. Darren Hagen, who was led almost from the get-go, finds no power in that number 71, and it gives his teammate Brian Clausen the new lead, second leader of the evening. Your leaders have pulled away. That's black 67 of Brian Clausen, as we said, with less than a half mile to go. and he will join some very elite company if he can hold off Tracy Hines on this final lap. Jeff Gordon has done it. Pancho Carter has done it. Dave Steele has done it. The question now is, can 17-year-old Brian Clausen score the Salem sweep at the line? He does. And his crew celebrates as Brian Clausen joins Jeff Gordon, Pancho Carter, and Dave Steele as Salem sweepers.
And as he climbs out of the race car, another win under his belt here tonight at Salem.
Brian Clausen is our two-time feature winner here tonight, winning the midget and the sprint race. Brian, a lot of times first-timers might be scared of a track like this, but apparently there's not much of a learning curve for you.
No, we got help coming out and testing the midgets here, and running Winchester before definitely helped us. So we come to a place like this, it's just the same thing as what we've done before, and we're kind of trying to just hold back there the first 20, 30 laps and kind of save our tires, and just kind of try and keep the leaders in sight. And a lot of times these pavement tracks get to be chess games, and we just made the right move at the right time.
Well, you mentioned that it wasn't easy to pass around here, and you certainly avoided that for most of the race.
Yeah, we were able to take advantage of mistakes, which is a big thing here on especially on pavement tracks like this. Just being at the right place at the right time and being ready to pounce on mistakes, and not let a guy get away with a mistake, and being able to pounce on it and take advantage and get to the front. But I can't say enough about the guys. Both cars were just absolutely awesome, and we were able, once we got out front, we were just able to kind of cruise there, and Keith was talking to me on the radio, talking me through it there, and as we were getting a little winded there at the end, but it was just awesome, and I can't thank all the guys enough again. Pete, Keith, Bo, Hal, Dan, Yogi, all the guys. Just can't say enough about the stuff they put me in and the cars they give me every week.